Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club. Blast off in your weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building who has a colored, is that colored water in a Voss bottle?
It's Voss bottle, but it's protein. It's like a probiotics.
It looks like a little Henny or a little Remy in there with it.
No, it's a protein drink.
I see people do that at your shows. They'll sneak cognac in a water bottle.
Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, Sommore.
That's funny.
You drinking that early in the morning?
I'm drinking.
What is that supposed to do for you?
It's just protein. Instead of like drinking, it's like, kind of like, I guess it's kind of like drinking an energy drink.
Okay.
It's just protein.
Okay. You want you want a healthy kick now?
Well, I'm just trying to preserve. You know, I'm over 40, so you know when you hit 40, you just got to do everything they tell you to do.
Yeah, but you look good.
You got to do everything they tell you to do.
You vintage vagina now. That's when you 40 and up and you aging like wine.
Yes.
There's a lot of them aging like milk out here now.
Yes, they are.
Yes, sir. I saw Jasmine Guy on the own Where They Are Now.
Oh,
for
my
a different
goodness.
world. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Well, I was telling some more.
Stop it, man.
I was telling some more. One of my friends, Natina, has been saying to me for the past 3 months, we got to go see some more. Even if we don't do nothing else, can you please make sure we get tickets? Even if I do whatever I got to do, please promise me. So I promised her. So we definitely are checking you out at Caroline's this weekend, Thursday to Sunday.
This weekend, please. Let me tell y'all, this is an awesome weekend. This is the weekend of the New York Comedy Festival, the largest comedy festival in the country. Over the next 5 days, there'll be 200 comedians performing 60 shows in 5 days. I am the only urban act there. Don't make me look bad in front of these white people. That's all I'm just trying to tell y'all. I have told these people that I got people that coming to see me, and we got to sell these tickets.
Isn't Bill Cosby on that show?
Bill Cosby, he's not an urban act. He's not what you call an urban act. Hannibal Buress is also performing, but he's not a total urban act.
You think they're going to fight Bill and Hannibal?
I hope so. I would love to be in the building. You know, I really would.
You think Bill even knows what Hannibal said about him?
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
What do you think about Hannibal's comments that Bill Cosby is indeed a rapist? Because I'm like, he ain't never got arrested
You
for
know,
it.
I never knew this, and then when I Googled it, when he said it,
it
just came up. I was like, wow.
They said he used to do the doping group.
Right. But here's the thing. In life, just what they say, anything you do in the dark will come to light. And if you keep shoving stuff under the carpet, after a while, you're going to have a big lump in your carpet, and somebody's going to trip over it, and it's going to be exposed.
But the man is damn
I think it's
near
just
dead.
time.
He's old.
Envy, why did you just
Shut up.
call him dead?
Damn near dead.
What is wrong with you?
But don't you think the youngins should have a little more respect for the OGs, especially being that he didn't get arrested?
I don't think he said it in a disrespectful way. I think that Bill Cosby was criticizing something that he said, and then he just said, I mean, how dare you shoot gunshots and your record is not squeaky clean?
But he ain't never got arrested.
But Charlamagne, you're the one who thinks that people should be able to say whatever they want to say. Freedom of expression.
I do, but as a black man to another black man, if we ain't never got arrested, we can't just be going around accusing.
Now, there's certain people you just don't go at. Like Bill Cosby's a legend. You know,
No, if Bill Cosby did get arrested for rape, it's fair game, but he ain't never got arrested.
So how does all these cases come up? If you've never been arrested, people just accused him, and they had to have like police records or something.
I think it's the Michael Jackson effect. Like once Michael Jackson paid that one person, more people just came out.
Just started.
Unless you think Michael really did touch them little boy.
I don't know. I mean, you talk like you done had some little drug up cases.
I would have told.
He's like surely defending this thing. I don't know.
Okay, well,
I wasn't there.
Well, Charlamagne did have a case where somebody accused him of something.
Way before anybody knew who the Charlamagne was.
Really?
Yes, this girl said I raped her and I ain't touch her. So the
Allegedly.
bad thing about those cases is you get arrested,
you're right.
and then you got to defend yourself
forever.
You got to give blood and hair, and just to say I didn't do it, just to defend yourself.
How did you
on
get
that
hair?
I had hair back then, sir. But I think it was more of a blood test back then, blood and saliva.
No, okay.
Yes.
Well, he got a hell of an eyebrow game, so if they ever need hair, you know, I'm in eyebrow envy over here. I have no brows, so I'm sitting here like, you got a nice eyebrow. You got an eyebrow game going on.
Now, let's talk about Chris Rock doing Saturday Night Live, because some people, they say, were offended by some of the...
see it.
Well, he discusses 9/11. It was actually pretty funny. He discusses the bust and marathon bombings, and some people felt like it was inappropriate for him to do that.
First of all, if you do something and they're talking about it weeks later, you did something right. Second of all, as a comic, our job is to provoke laughter and to provoke thought.
Right.
And it seems like he did both of those.
So it's never too soon.
It's never too soon. Sometimes it can feel too soon, but, you know, if somebody laughed, it's good.
Is there anything off limits for you as a comedian?
Only two things I won't talk about. I won't talk about Whitney, and I won't talk about God. Everybody else is good.
Why not Whitney? Because
I just like Whitney. You know, I just pick and choose. That I've been thrown out of hair salons defending Whitney. Whitney. Yeah. So So no, not Whitney for me.
Now let's talk about Cheryl Underwood. Okay?
Cheryl Underwood.
Jesus. She was on her show. It's called The Chew.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that.
Is it called The Chew?
No, it's called. I don't know. What's it called? The Talk.
Yeah, I don't think it's called The Chew.
I was thinking
of a different show.
I was thinking Cheryl Underwood's teeth. That's why I said The Chew. But The Talk, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
They said that you was talking about her behind her back when she was supposed to be on the next Queens of Comedy, and y'all didn't know she was on the phone call, and y'all was just going in on her.
The thing about here's the thing.
Damn
First
conference
of all,
call.
right. The thing about it is, I'm a chandelier. I always call myself a chandelier. I don't hate on nobody. I don't compare myself to nobody. I don't compete with nobody else. I just try to do the best me that I could be.
Mm-hmm.
What Miss Underwood was never considered to be a queen of comedy. Never. What she was talking about was a project that we were discussing about going into prisons and doing comedy for inmates. And she overheard a conversation about us. When you're doing business, sometimes when it comes down to the details of things, sometimes it doesn't. You don't really want to hear all that.
Yeah.
So, because even like when an agent is going in to talk about their client, they don't bring their client with them because some things that are said might not sound good to them.
Right.
So that's what basically happened. And the thing that bothered me about it was that I had seen her about 2 weeks before she said this on television, and we were at the Steve Harvey's Hoodie Awards, and she did this skit where she called up all the comedians on stage, and she was calling me, and all the people that was there, like 35,000 people that were there, they could attest to this. She kept saying, Sommore, come up on stage, Sommore, come up on stage. And I didn't go, because first of all, I don't rock with her like that. And one thing, I'm not phony.
Let her hang it, calling you on stage.
I don't rock with her like that. So, and it was weird, because people were like, well, where is she? I just seen Sommore. Like,
right.
So you dipped out.
You just sitting there having
I
a
just
drink.
didn't dip out. I just didn't move.
I mean,
like,
your protein water.
Boo, go on. Right. Go do what you're doing.
What is it about it that you don't like?
It's not that I don't like her. I mean, I'm cordial to her. I just
don't
don't rock with her like that.
Okay.
Meaning, like, I'm not getting ready to come up and be a part of your skit for what?
Right.
I mean, I'm not in your. You do what you do.
Got you.
So what was crazy was if you felt that way about me or that I wronged you, why would you inviting me on stage? See, I don't like people that have interior motives to things. Like, so yeah. So
She didn't go on stage. She might have tried to embarrass you up there.
Exactly.
But once them cameras come on, I got to get me a moment. That's how the people feel.
That's what I felt like. I felt like, too. I felt like you're on TV every single day. You obviously ran out of stuff to talk about.
So when she wasn't on the phone here, over here, and y'all talk about her teeth or anything, like Cheryl crazy, like just real light stuff. Like, man, what is this big teeth girl?
I didn't even recall the conversation. Like, I don't know.
Got you.
I can imagine that it must be hurtful to overhear, especially if comedians are on the phone talking about you.
Well, we were talking about business. So
I know, but still, I can imagine it's still funny.
I can't even imagine it would being funny, but I think it was just business.
It feels like it would be unfiltered.
Now, Chris Brown got an Adrian Bayon and Tamar Braxton. Did you hear about that?
I loved it.
Why?
It's funny because media right now is so mean. Everybody always talks about bullying. But as artists, they get bullied every day.
Right.
I know. I don't like when people bully artists.
Every single day.
This says the king bully over there.
It's the king bully, right? Every single day. And then, sometimes when they speak back out or they make a comment back, then it's, oh, that was too harsh.
Right.
Why not? If you can dish it out, you should be able to take it.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it when they strike back.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's why I call myself the prince of pissing people off. I'm like, yes.
No, I think he did a great job.
But sometimes I think you let people know stuff bothers you, and then that makes people go in even more.
Exactly. That's true.
I loved it, too.
You loved it too?
Absolutely.
Because what it is a lot of people that talk about you all the time. Not what you're going to go at everybody or just
you
sometimes
can't. Exactly. And you got to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose your battles. I just try to stay out of it, for real.
Now, have you seen Tiny's new eye color?
I think that's interesting. I really think that's interesting. The beautiful thing about today, and I commend you, Angela, because you still have your original booty. I like that.
I just kept my booty,
I'm one of them too. I'm one of them 88s too. You know, I'm an 88.
Why you? She's like, yeah, right. So
you know, my ass is what you call an 88, and I tell the people this was the ass that was hot in 1988. Right. And a lot of people don't still have this, but you still have it.
I still
and
have
I respect that about you.
88 booty.
I never had nothing done, and I've never wanted to.
That's because we didn't have to in 88.
I also feel like I'm not having no unnecessary surgery or nothing done to myself that I don't need to.
This is what I respect.
Oh, man.
This is what I respect. You know what? We living in a society right now where anything you don't like about yourself, you can change. And some people are jumping on the bandwagon, some people are doing it, and some people are not. And you have to honor those that are brave enough to go out and do it, because you can do and have whatever you want. And then you have to honor the people that I keep my 88.
Man, I keep
the 80s were the year of the titties, though. You good in that department.
Of course, but you know, now we rocking with the ass, and I often ask myself, if I was in my 20s, would I do it? And I probably would. Probably, I don't know.
It's too much because I'm scared, like, put me under some anesthesia, I might not wake up, and then everybody's going to know. You're going to look completely different all of a sudden. Where did that come from?
Here's my thing. Where is it going? Like, once it
Right,
sets?
you don't know. It's been
because I went to Atlanta. Everybody looked like they got on a diaper in Atlanta. Like, it's like everybody got on a big, heavy pamper. Mm-hmm. So it's like, where's it going?
And from my understanding, you have to keep on padding it because it is something that you put a lot of pressure on every single day. So that's why it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, gosh.
Because it gets
so
lumpy,
it comes with,
it gets hard.
So I mean, I just, you know, to each his own. If she likes it, work with it.
Though,
the
man.
thing that bothers me about it,
eyes are crazy.
The girls are doing it for the sake of entertainment. They're not even doing it because they really want to enhance their body. Like, oh, I like that.
Who are they entertaining?
They just want to be in the entertainment field, whether it's reality shows or these little Vine videos people are doing. They just doing it for attention. They think that's the way in.
Hey, sometimes you got to have that edge. I guess it's like an athlete being on steroids. If it's going to give you the edge over the next person, then yeah.
Performance enhancement. Yeah.
It's performance enhancement booty.
Exactly.
PEB.
Now, what's up with BET Comic View? It seems. Okay, what'd you say?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, BET Comic View. It seems like 1 minute that show's going, then it's not, and then you're tweeting like, I don't know what's going on with it. Like,
let me tell you, I have no idea. We shot the show. You know, for me, I think that comedy needs cussing in it. Mm-hmm. I do. Mm-hmm. But it's good, clean fun. And BET, they don't know what they want to do with it. I mean, I don't know if they're playing it. I don't know if they're not playing it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the comics that banked on it being their thing.
Right.
You know, like it's like mama, I'm coming on.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel bad for those people. Like, really. We have no idea. Mm-hmm. Stand-up is going in a very strange direction right now.
Somebody told me the other day that it was a comedian I was talking to, and they said they feel like you can't come up off stand-up anymore. Like, you got to be doing a whole bunch of things other than just stand-up.
I think that stand-up is, I think the art of stand-up is kind of losing. Losing its power. Like, people aren't respecting it. So many times I go and do interviews and people say, well, are you doing any movies? It's like, I'm a stand-up comedian. Why do I have to do movies? Mm-hmm. Like, this is what I do. This is not, I'm not doing this as a stepping stone to do other things. Mm-hmm. So I think people don't respect the actual art and the craft of stand-up. And then you got the internet comedians now that are basically silly, and they're doing sketches, but they're booking themselves as stand-up comedians. So that's also causing a conflict. And when you're a comedian that's not silly, like my comedy is not silly. Mm-hmm. So when you're a comedian that's just doing stand-up, then people kind of get confused. Like, I mean, then they question, well, it's not as silly or it's not as funny, but it is funny and it's very smart, but it's not silly. Yeah. So it's just going in a very, very strange direction. And if we don't do something to change it, it's going to be a lost art form, I think.
What can be done to change it, though? Because, like, you're one of the comedians I like, because, like you said, you're funny and you provoke thought.
Right.
But they don't like to think nowadays.
Right. That exactly. And most people have ADHD or whatever, that ADHD or whatever, all of that kind of stuff. I think that to bring respect back to it, we got to do a show that basically deconstructs all what it takes to go into stand-up. We got to show what it takes to write a joke, what it takes to promote a show, what it takes to have a fan base, for people to really respect it, because it's a lot that goes into it.
So when you doing a movie?
I just shot another stand-up special. I just shot my third solo project. I shot it in Charlotte, and it was awesome.
Wow.
Nice.
It was outstanding. And I was a little bit nervous going into Charlotte to shoot it. My first one I shot in Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second one I shot down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And this is the third one I shot it in Charlotte. and it was amazing. The people in Charlotte, I chose Charlotte because, first of all, the audiences are so smart. They're smart, they're quick with it. Most people are educated in Charlotte. So, man, it was amazing. They showed up, they looked good. It was beautiful.
And you produced it yourself, right?
And I produced all my projects myself, yes. I still don't have a name for it. I wanted to name it Phenomenally Funny, but I'm still leaning on maybe The Rain Continues or something else. I don't know yet.
So you got a whole new set now that you'll be doing?
Whole new set. Wow. No, this is the set that'll be on the special. I am not working that fast. I just shot it Saturday.
Oh, just Saturday?
But I will work on a whole new set because I'll go back on tour in January. So, I write extensively. I work extensively. So, yeah.
What do you watch on TV that inspires
Everything
you?
Ratchet. I watch. Let me tell you something. I am a reality TV junkie.
So you saw that young bird got arrested this morning from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood?
For choking out his girlfriend,
Masika?
Right?
Oh, you on it?
Obstruction of
choking
breathing.
Yeah, obstruction of breathing.
Whatever the hell that is.
You know that the LA show is just weird to me because, the women are just over the top. Over the top. And then the guys, they just disrespect. When I was growing up, like I'm in my 40s, men just didn't, they were a little bit humble to women. Even ugly guys
Respectful,
nowadays.
a little bit.
Ugly guys nowadays got attitudes. Ugly guys don't even know they ugly no more. Like I'm looking at guys.
It's Slim Pickens. It's Slim Pickens out there.
You ain't even supposed to have the privilege to talk like that to nobody. Like that's just
That's
crazy.
what somebody needs to say to these guys.
Did you see that catcalling video where the girl was walking down the street and got harassed 108 times? Did you consider that catcalling?
No, I love that. Let me tell you something. I get offended when homeless men don't say nothing to me.
You don't see me?
I love it. I think I love that. I would not be offended by that.
Yeah, I think it's true. Sometimes you're about to walk past guys in your head, you go, oh man, I know they about to try to holler, and then they don't say nothing. Right. And you're like,
right, like really?
Walk past again.
Really? Right. But I walked past some guys. It was like, man, old head holding it down. Like, you talking about old head holding it down? Like what?
Did you ever live in L.A.?
Yeah, I lived in L.A.
I lived in L.A. because you just too real.
It was
for
rough. It was so rough for me. I lived in L.A. for 5 years, and before I moved, I gave it 5 years. I said, I'm going out here for 5 years. I'm gonna do my thing, and it is what it is. It was a tough town for me because it's very cliquish, and I'm not a cliquish person,
Right.
So it was all in who you know. I just figured if I had my management in place, my agent in place, my lawyer in place, I didn't need to be there. And it was true. I mean, when they want me, they call me. I go out, I do what I need to do, and then I bounce.
Get out of there. So what should people expect for you tonight?
Man,
or this weekend, I should say.
This is going to be hilarious. Man, if y'all a Sommore fan, you know that I'm bringing it raw, funny. It is hilarious. And as an artist, when I shot my last special, Chandelier Status, I was really worried. I was like, Lord, I don't ever think I can be this funny again. Like, I'm worried about that. Like, you know how you figure, like, you think you funny, and then people like, no, that wasn't funny. But I'm telling you, it's funny. It is hilarious, and I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I want everybody to come out and represent, show these white people that I do have a little bit of star power with my people. So,
well, I'm coming, and I'll be reporting back.
Thank you. Good. Come and report back. Thank you, Charlamagne, for the last time I was here. You came out.
Absolutely. I'm
coming
coming this time,
too.
Good. Thank you. So it's going to be funny. Y'all get your tickets and come out. 2 shows. One show Thursday night, 2 shows Friday night, 2 shows Saturday night, and 1 show on Sunday night, 8 and 10:30. Get your tickets right now. It is going to be awesome.
You can go to nycomedyfestival.com also for tickets, or to carolines.com.
Yes.
Okay, well, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank
Sommore,
you.
the Queen of Comedy.
It's Sommore. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.